News 3 is taking action this morning to help you win this school year. And we know one of the hardest parts about going back to school is getting your bedtime routine back where it needs to be.
So News 3 reporter Anthony Sabella is taking action for us this morning. He spoke with a local expert about some tricks to help with the bedtime switch. So Anthony, when should we be rolling back that bedtime?
I would say tonight. If you start school after Labor Day. If you start before Labor Day, also tonight. Actually, probably last week, but it's all right. Better late than never. It's all about giving kids time to get used to their school year sleep schedule. So Dr. Vandana Dewan was sleep specialist of Tidewater is who I talked to about this. She told me it's better to move bedtimes back gradually, about 15 minutes every other night in the lead up to the new school year. That means if a child goes to bed at midnight during the summer, but the goal is 9 or 10 for the school year, it'll take at least a couple of weeks to get to that point. And in the morning, get them into sunlight as soon as you can to wake them up and start adjusting that sleep clock. Just like adults, you know, some kids, they do have a hard time falling asleep to the point where maybe a sleep aid like melatonin could be needed. Dr. Dewan says be careful with that.
If you have to use melatonin in a kid to get them back to their sleep schedule, I would suggest use like a smaller dose, 3 to 5 milligrams of melatonin that can be used an hour prior to bedtime.
And Dr. Dewan says if you choose to use melatonin, be careful not to use it more than 3 or so weeks because there are some studies that show it can suppress growth hormones. So we don't want to, stop kids from growing. She says, again, that's kind of a last resort. A big thing that can help is cutting out blue light a couple of hours before bed if you can. So, avoid the TV, your phone, iPad, maybe just read or listen to music instead. That can really make a big difference. Obviously, getting enough sleep, a big key in maintaining focus throughout the day, helps with grades, things like that. So cut out that blue light if you can.
Yeah, not easy, but so important to get everything ready as school begins.
Sure.
Anthony, thank you.